So now we'll see today what is the hierarchy of interfaces and classes that are used for collections. First comes I enumerable. This is one interface. From this interface, one interface is derived called I collection. I enumerable, then what? I collection. On the other end, I list. And one more we have I dictionary. All are interfaces because their name starts with what? I. Rather, you can say they are like child interface. I collection is derived from I enumerable, and from I collection, these two are derived. These two. That is I list and I dictionary. I list, I dictionary. Under I list, there is one class called, which is implemented, I mean to say. I list is implemented in a class called, and I dictionary is implemented in a class called, what are they? So one is I list is implemented in a class called array list, and I dictionary is implemented in a class called hash table. Hash table. Array list works on index position, and hash table works on key value pairs. One will work on index, one will work on keys. That is the hierarchy provided. Now, straight away, let's go and see an example, and we'll understand what is the speciality of collection. Yes, in main method, what to say, array equal to array or default capacity array list is always 4 element capacity. Array list default capacity console.write line capacity is equal to plus al dot capacity. What should be the answer for it? I said 4 bytes. Answer. Answer should be for 4 elements, sorry. And count plus al dot count. This will return number of elements. 4, 1. Output should be. Yes. Capacity 4 and count 1. Another interesting thing is if I say array list dot add, I can say a array list dot add, we can say array list add 8.3, array list dot add mm, uh, string string hyd. Array list dot add, I'll give 5.2 f. So I come with this conclusion now. I come with this conclusion. What is it? Array list capacity was 4. Okay. After that, you give 2 extra elements. Okay. Here, 4 elements are stored. After that, fifth element is added, for which there is no memory. Capacity will get double. So it means no capacity will be 8. Count will be 6. Yes. Capacity 8. Count 6. Now, similarly, if at all I again say al dot add 76, al dot add false, al dot insert 0 comma some value I'll give as 0 comma 55. So 55 will be the first element now. Check once what is the capacity? 4. Sorry, here 4 now. Here 4. It will double to the 8. Then again 5, 6, 7, 8. One more added. So 9. It means memory will be doubled. 8 plus 16 and 9 should be the output. Yes. 16, 9. And now, as I already said you, array list can array list can acha, And one other option also we have. If you want to decrease that memory, 16 is the capacity, 9 is the count. No? I want to remove that extra memory. So I can say trim to size. Now if I run my code, now both will be 9 and 9. Both will be 9 and 9. Capacity is 9, count is 9. Capacity is 9 and count is also 9. Okay. Now imagine after making the size to 9, if I add now 10, one extra. Now capacity becomes how much? 9. Now I added 1. So we don't have memory. So it will become 18 and 10. 18 and 10. What is 10? Elements. Number of elements. Yes. 18, 10. Now we have an option of even removing a dot remove. What do you want to remove? You want to remove 8.3. Count should be 9 now. Count should be 9 because one element is removed. One element is removed. So count is 9. Okay. One element is deleted. And then if at all I use, this is removing element directly. You can remove element based on index position also. So you can use a method called remove at. Remove at which position? 0th position. 0th position element is 55. Now if I run my code, 55 is deleted. Yes, 8. One more is gone. You can remove range of elements also. So I can say al dot remove range. Remove range. Now to remove the range, I just use this option. 2, 4. So 2 is index position. 4 is number of elements. 2, 4. Now even those list of elements are gone. Yes. Count for 18 capacity. 4 elements are there. Remaining all have been removed. That is how remove methods will work. I commented. Now again run. Now count capacity is 18. Is count is 10. Now what I want to do, I would like to display. Is it not looks like it's working exactly like arrays? Array was also same process. The way array was working, the way array is working, same way collection is working. But only one difference is this is growable in nature. That was fixed size. That was storing same type data. This is storing different type data. That was not supporting to insert element. This is supporting to insert element. That was not supporting to delete element. This is supporting to delete element. That was supporting to that was not supporting to delete. Array list will support to delete element. That makes difference. How do you print? Yes, one way. Acha, you can search also. How do you search? You can say like this: Boolean b equal to array list dot contains which element? HYD. It's there or not? We just want the confirmation. True. True. Yes. It means HYD is there. Fetch by id is there. Now, how do you display? For int index equal to 0, index less than array list dot count, index plus plus. Console dot write array list of index plus blank space. Then you can say console dot write line. Bas, run the code. Yes. Based on index position, the complete list of elements have been displayed. Complete list. One approach I'm showing by using what? Index position. We have displayed all the elements, all 10 elements have been displayed, which is containing dissimilar type data in it. Containing what? Dissimilar type data. Exactly same way, when you go with things related with accessing, we can even use for each loop as well. For each loop. If you want to go with for each loop, the process will be like this. With for each loop. How do you write for each loop? Like this. For each brackets open. Elements are in okay. From this list of elements, you want to get one element. ELE. So you want to get one element from array list. So, but problem is which element from array list it will fetch, we don't know. We don't know the sequence because we have all dissimilar type data available in it. But we don't know the sequence. First we have integer or character or double or string or boolean or something else. We don't have idea on that. We know that only that dissimilar type data is there, but we don't know the sequence of that dissimilar type data. We don't know how the dissimilar type data elements are available in it. We are not aware of it. So for that reason, now I use type inference. Based on value, automatically element will become of that data type. Console dot write of element plus blank space. After that, again I say console dot write line. Thus, first is based on index position. Second is based on for each loop. Apart from these two, we even have one more approach also. We have generic data type. That also I can use for each object element in array list. Console dot write element plus blank space. Console dot write line. Say 3 times you'll get same output. One using index position, second using type inference, third using generic data type. And the generic data type is object. Generic data type is what? Object. Altogether, 3 data types. Okay, 3 approaches. Okay, same process. Now what I do, we'll try. What I try is, I'll put similar type data and implement few things on it. What are they? Okay, delete all this. And you can say here AL dot add 45, AL dot add 15, AL dot add 18, AL dot add 10. 5 element cycle. I want to sort them. I want to sort them. How would you sort? You can say AL dot sort. Yes, arrange. AL dot reverse to put them in descending order. For each int element in array list, console dot write element plus blank space console dot write. Descending order you'll find. Yes, 45, 18, 15, 12, 10. What if I go in, if I comment this reverse? Ascending order. Yes, 10, 12, 15, 18, 45. If I use both reverse sort and reverse, then looks to be descending order. Then looks to be in what? Descending order. Okay. When provided, what did you do? This time you placed all elements in array list with respect to what? With respect to what? Integer value. So that has become possible for you to arrange them in order. Okay. Another technique also we have. Another technique. Not necessary always you have to access array list only with this uh, element should be accessed only with array list object. Not necessary. You have another approach. What you can do is you can access array list using one interface also. I enumerator. I equal to array list get enumerator. Yes. Now you are saying that all elements of array list should be given for accessing to I object, I enumerator object. How would you write for loop then? For int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to 2, j plus plus. How many times this loop works for us? 5 times. Sorry, 2 times. Starts from 1, ends with 2. Now, what you want to do now? Yes, I want to access the element. So I write I got next. This will do two jobs. Next, it will take the pointer to the next element and it will also check whether element is available for accessing or not. Two things it will do, I say. Checks and access both. And what do you want to do? Console dot write line I dot current. Current will display element. If I run now, I get all 5 elements now. No doubt. Yes, 5. But problem is you already said that you want to make it available for for 2 times. You want to access it for 2 times. But it is working only for once. Why? Once move next reaches to end of array list. Again it cannot come back to the beginning of array list. Again it cannot come back to what? Beginning of array list. Not possible at all. It cannot come back. Okay, it cannot come back to beginning of array list. That is the reason I enumerator gives us an option called I dot reset that will take the pointer from end of array list to beginning of array list. Now 2 times you'll get the yes, 2 times. Because reset has transferred control to where? From end to beginning. That is the reason it has come again from where? From the beginning. 2 times your list is accessed 2 times list is accessed. This is also one other way to access array list. Okay. Now, even there is a facility where you can customize your array list. You can customize your array list. It means not necessary to depend always on the default 4. I can say 15. Array list capacity becomes 15. Array list capacity becomes what? 15. 15 elements you can store into array list. 15 elements. When 15 elements are stored, when you put 16th element, it will become double, 30. So on, it will continue. Okay, that also we have. Acha, another option also we have. You can have array list object with initializer. Array list al equals to new array list elements 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes. Console.write line. Capacity equal to plus al dot capacity. Count equals to plus al dot count. Control F. Yes, 8, 5. For each loop you write and print the element. That is common because all integers only we have. Int element in array list console dot write element plus blank space console dot write. Yes, 50. Yes, 5 elements. Capacity is how much? 8. Because 4 is the default capacity. You added fifth element, it will double 8 and count is 5. 5 elements are printed. Now what I want you people to do is you have to write a program for three things. What are first? You have to implement reference copy for collection array list using array list. Then you implement shallow copy. That is second task. And third, implement deep copy. Three things. Already I covered this in arrays along with architectures and examples. All three I covered, but that was using arrays. Now I want you to do the same for collections. Use array list and implement. Use array list and implement. Like first, you have to use array list for reference copy. You have to use array list for shallow copy, and you have to use array list for deep copy. Three things. And what I want you to do is today itself you complete of these three programs immediately to my session or take some time after the classes of even ASP.NET, but put your efforts on it. And next, what I want you to do is from these three topics, one topic will not work for collections. You try array list for reference copy, array list for shallow copy, array list for deep copy. You have to implement it. And then you have to update me which one is not working. If you find that one and if you could resolve that error on your own, that would be very big. So you have to identify what reference copy works or not, shallow copy works or not, deep copy works or not. If you find that from these three, any one is not working, update me. I'll give you what further inputs, what further you have to do in the program. If you can understand that error, if you resolve it on your own, it's well and good. It's really appreciable. But I want you to do them. Okay, three topics. Now, keeping all these things in view, now we will implement something advanced part of it. This is one of the mostly used real-time scenarios. This one, which I'm going to cover now. What is it? I create one class named as student, which contains public int RNO for roll number, public string student name. Yes, we write constructor with two parameters, int r, string n, assign name. Yes, now you create object. Student S1, new student. You can say 8, A, repeat, copy this, second object, third object, fourth object, fifth object, sixth. Okay, six objects set. Change the names of each object. S2, S3, S4, S5, S6. Change value 8. Then I'll have 3. Then I'll have 9. Then 2, 5. Change your name. B, C, D, E, F. Now what do you want to do? You want to add all these objects into collection. Array list AL, new array list constructor. AL dot add S1. Copy this. This is S2, S3, S4, S5, S6. All objects I added. All objects. You want to access them? Yes. For each student S in array list, S dot RNO concatenate S dot S name. Yes, try. We'll see whether it's added and displaying or not. Yes, we got the output. The way I added, same way output is produced. An interesting thing of this program is now, can I sort them? Remember, when you say array list sort, it will sort only if you have elements available in it. But currently, in your array list, you don't have elements. In your array list, you have now objects of some class. Okay, so obviously what it will do now, when you ask it to sort, as you have objects available in it, object comparison, object sorting will not be. Okay, same type data already demonstrated. Same type data, all integers. I've just shown you how to arrange ascending, how to make it look descending, sort method, reverse method, all that stuff we have seen. But now what am I trying to do? I'm trying to add objects, and those objects I'm asking to go with ascending order. Okay. Now we are asking to go for sort now. What do you have? What do you have array list containing now? Objects. Object comparison will not be there. I'll give you one small example so that you can make it clear. See now, for example, by names you cannot arrange people in order by names. I cannot say like Srinivas, Sharif. I can't say Sharif greater than Srinivas. And even I cannot say Srinivas greater than Sharif. Or I cannot say Srinivas greater than Anand. I can't say what is greater than. When I say Sharif greater than Srinivas, what is the meaning? What you want to convey through that point? What exactly you want to explain to your compiler? So how do you compare them? What is the way of comparison? So I can say like this. There should be a factor for comparison. What factor? I can say Sharif age is greater than Srinivas age. Makes sense. Now this makes a point because age is a point. Simply Sharif greater than Srinivas makes no sense. No point in it. Huh. Or else I can say another point. I can say Srinivas dot height is greater than Sharif dot height. Yes, height is a factor. Yes, that makes a point. Do you guess what I'm saying? Like exactly same way you said AL dot sort, and we know very well that array list is containing all objects. Now you can't say S1 greater than S2. What is S1 greater than S2? What you're trying to compare there? Object comparison. Object comparison will not be there. 100% if I run this code, it is error. Invalid operation exception. Compile time, no issues. Run time, invalid operation exception. Why invalid operation exception? Give me 1 second. What is the message you got? Invalid operation exception. Why? Because you are trying to compare objects. Object comparison will not be there. That's the reason we got that error. So now that was error. So for that reason, I should explain that compare some factor of the student. Some factor. Compare roll numbers. Makes sense. Name comparison of no use. At least roll numbers are there. Compare with roll numbers. I said no. Sharif greater than Srinivas. What? On what way? On what basis you're saying this? Age, height, weight. What? There should be some factor available. Same way, there should be a point here when you're comparing objects. You should clearly explain what you want to compare. What is it you're looking for comparison? So that part we are unable to explain. That's the reason we got an error. Invalid operation exception. Invalid operation exception. For that reason, We have been introduced. This class student objects only they are comparing. So you have to implement one interface. I comparable. I comparable. You have what now? I comparable. Yes, but it is interface. You know very well. Interfaces we studied. Compulsory when you're implementing an interface, all members of that interface should be implemented. All members of that interface should be implemented. You're implementing iComparable, but what is there in iComparable that should be implemented? And we don't know it is built-in interface. We don't know what is available in. So then we'll take support of Studio. Support of what now? Studio. What to do? Put your cursor on that error. Put your cursor on that error. Here we get quick actions icon. Just simply say implement interface. Automatically one method is generated. That method is called compare to. That method is what? Compare to. It means now sort method. Only one method we have, and that we got implemented. The error is gone here. Okay. So what to do now? Here I should use sort method will call compare to method internal. Sort method will call compare to method. And when it calls compare to method internal, it uses but. So I can write if this dot RNO greater than S dot RNO. Yes. If condition is true, return 1. 1 means true. Automatically it will interchange your values. If this dot RNO less than S dot RNO, then return -1. Else return 0. Usually in bubble sort we write exchanging logic. We write bubble sort logic. But here no, not required. It automatically does that process. Just you say return 1, it's enough. It means true and it will go with interchanging of elements. But problem is this dot RNO indicates first object's value. S dot RNO indicates second object value. But where from you get S now? Wherever S I got an error. So you have to get that second object using parameter student S equal to typecast obj. Yes. Now S is fine. This indicates first object. S dot RNO indicates second object. Now what is the comparison goes here? 8 greater than 3. True. 8 greater than 3. True. Then S1, S2 will get interchange. Then next comparison. 8 greater than 9. False. Then 9 greater than 4. True. They'll interchange. Then 9 greater than 2. True. They'll interchange. Then 9 greater than 5 is true. Like that, it will compare. Bubble sort technique. Now run, you'll get your output. Yes. Ascending order. You see roll numbers. Automatically names also get because object interchange will happen. Not only roll numbers. Object interchange. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yes. One thing you can do here. One thing. And the thing is, instead of going with this object separate and adding separate, this part you can remove and you can replace that. You can replace that here. Yes. Now you don't need S1, S2, S3. Remove those. 5 lines or 6 lines of code will be reduced in the program. Same. Run the code, same output. Same. This is one real-time scenario of collection. Mostly we use this technique most of the time. Okay. This is the story of array list. That's it. Tomorrow's class में I'll explain about hash table.